The history of the 4th of July dates back to the American Revolutionary period in the late 18th century. The date, July 4th, 1776, marks the adoption of the Declaration of Independence, a pivotal document in American history. Authored primarily by Thomas Jefferson, 13 American colonies were bold, assertive, and independent states. The colonies faced a series of taxes and regulations imposed by the British Parliament, such as the Stamp Act of 1765 and the Townshend Acts of 1767, which bred considerable resentment. In protest, the colonists argued that they should not be taxed without representation in the British Parliament, coining the famous phrase "no taxation without representation." Tensions escalated into violence with incidents like the Boston Massacre in 1770 and the Boston Tea Party in 1773, where protesters, disguised as Native Americans, dumped an entire shipment of tea into Boston Harbor as a direct action against the Tea Act. In 1774, the First Continental Congress met in Philadelphia, bringing together representatives from the colonies to discuss their common grievances and to plan a unified response to British policy. War broke out in April 1775 with the battles of Lexington and Concord, and by the summer of 1776, the movement for independence had gained substantial support. The Continental Congress convened and appointed a committee of 5 to draft a declaration, with Jefferson being the principal author. The document eloquently stated the colony's right to break free from British rule, outlining a series of grievances against King George III and encapsulating the Enlightenment ideals of individual liberty and government by consent of the governed. On July 2, 1776, the Continental Congress voted in favor of independence, and 2 days later, on July 4th, the Declaration of Independence was officially adopted. This date has since been celebrated as the birth of American independence. The first celebrations of Independence Day occurred during the Revolutionary War, with festivities including concerts, bonfires, and the firing of cannons and muskets. After the war, these celebrations became more widespread and began to include more organized and communal activities such as parades, speeches, and fireworks. In 1870, almost a century after the Declaration was first adopted, Congress established Independence Day as a federal holiday. Later, in 1941, the day became a paid holiday for federal employees. Over the years, Independence Day has evolved into a significant national holiday celebrated with a variety of traditions that include patriotic displays, family gatherings, barbecues, and public events. The 4th of July has become a day to reflect on the values of freedom, democracy, and the enduring spirit of independence that characterize the United States of America. As citizens gather to celebrate, they pay homage to the historical struggle and the sacrifices made to secure the liberties enjoyed today.